is like a little kind of like groundhog sort of looking dude that it is said that they just like follow each other, like they are very much pack animals, and like if one jumps off a cliff, they all just follow.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes when I do like clap things and you all just do it like without even thinking, it makes me ponder like what else could we train you guys to do?
No, don't do that.
Everyone needs one of these handouts, please. If you have not gotten yourself logging into the ebook, go ahead and do that, please. If your assignment isn't written down, go ahead and do that, please. Not. We will do that some other. So our schedule got all messed up, as I'm sure you're well aware. So we will take care of getting you homework back and tests back and things like that later in the week when we have more time. I really want to get us into this chapter. I fear that there are some of us who did nothing over the snow days, which is okay. Like, you need a break every now and then. But if you're like waiting to start chapter 6 work for us to get into it, like, okay, I get that. But you had a great opportunity that you could have worked ahead if you wanted to. So that's it. So 611 is all about algebraic expressions. Now, does anyone know, because sometimes, some years you guys have like a background knowledge in this. Anyone know where the word algebra comes from? It's actually a person. The word algebra is based off a person's name. Close. Algebraic was a mathematician that was one of the first people who really started working deep in the field of what we now call algebra. His name. So today we're working with algebraic expressions, and instead of just using algebra tiles, which we can use those if we want, I figured we'd get into the ebook so you guys can easily see them, and instead of having tiles all over the place, you just have it right in front of you. So please get to the ebook, go to chapter 6, go to 611. And then we are going to be right there. Now, the difference between an expression and an equation, not really much of a difference, comes down to one thing.
And that is?
Absolutely. One has an equal sign. So today, we're going to be working with expressions and comparing them, but they may not be an equation. So here is from 6-1. So in your notes, you're going to want to write like 6-1, because we're going to write out what the expression is. This is not, I don't believe, this one's not on your resource page. So we're not here yet. We're just on your graph paper in your notes. Can anyone tell me how we could describe what we see here? Left side, right side. Like, we're going to look at them separately. Aiden?
There are 5 positive ones and 3 negative ones on the left side.
Yeah, there are 5 positive ones. And, he said and, so that's a math word for plus.
And then there's 5 negative ones on that side.
Ooh, so 5 negatives over here.
And there's 2.
And 2 positives. Go ahead and write that down in your notes, but obviously we're not going to put an equals in between there. We don't know if they're actually equal to each other. I pretty much trained myself with how to fold and set my notes up there that I would just avoid that. And back when I was a kid, that part didn't exist. They didn't have reinforced graph paper. It was just graph paper.
That's so sad.
I know. Life was hard back then. Had to walk uphill both ways. All right. What would... It's a joke expression that, like, when somebody old is telling you how hard things were, they always tell you that they had to walk to school uphill both ways, which doesn't make sense, right?
Two deserts, 3 cannons.
Cannons? How do you cross a cannon?
I don't know.
I thought we understand.
You have to walk on it.
What's the left side simplify down to?
You don't walk on air.
What's the left side simplify down to? We have 5 positives, 3 negatives. 2, because, and as you guys start working here, you'll realize we can move these. Every time we group a positive and a negative, that makes a 0 pair. If we do the same thing over here, we get -3. So what symbol should we put in between those two expressions, actually? Ooh, a greater than symbol, because 2 is greater than -3. You'd much rather have 2 pizzas than -3.
No, it's not.
What?
You'd rather have -3? I'll take that deal. You owe me 3 pizzas.
No.
If you'd rather have
Never mind.
2 is a larger quantity because it's positive, right? All right, so questions on what we're doing with writing out the expression and then putting a symbol between the expressions to compare them to each other. Any questions on how to do that? As you work with your partner to work through the resource page you have in front of you, you'll realize there's not just 1 tiles. There are also x tiles and x squared tiles. So let's go ahead and do 6-2 together, and then I will release you guys to work through this on your own. So if we look at 6-2, go ahead and take a moment. Try to write out the 2 different expressions, the one for the left side and the one for the right side. Then we're going to simplify, and then we're going to put that symbol between. If you find that you don't have enough space on your resource page, you can write this on your graph paper, but we need to write out somewhere what we have. If you need help, look out here.
Well, we were.
Okay, we have 2x squared. Wait, can we do it?
We're splitting, right?
Yeah.
Left side compared to right side. So there's going to be a symbol that compares the left side to the right side.
Oh my god. Okay, Matt 8.
What's the difference between the shaded and the opens? We talked about this a while back, but let's remind ourselves. What? What did you say?
Opens is negative.
Opens and negative, right? Because opens missing is negative quantities. So we have an x squared, we have a positive x, we have a negative x, and we have 5 more negatives. When we simplify, right, now we're not putting the left side with the right side. We're operating 2 separate sides of this, what they call the expression mat. But because we're on the computer, that doesn't really matter. The expression space, we can say. So when we simplify all that together, the left side becomes x squared plus a -5. Right, the right side, again, I make a 0 pair with those x's because I have x squared, a positive x, a negative x, and 4 negatives. So we have x squared plus -4. Which side then would we say is bigger? That's the weird thing, right? We're going to actually, if we need to compare these, that would be the direction of our inequality symbol, because -5 is further negative, right? It has less of a value, so it's actually further negative. Technically here, the right side is bigger. Questions on what we're doing? So we are going to create 0 pairs any chance we can. So like here we created a 0 pair with those. Here we created a 0 pair with those. We're going to simplify the expressions down as far as we can and then put in the correct symbol between them. Do we think we can do this?
Yeah.
I'm trying to make life easy for you guys because I know none of us want to be here. It's awkward being back after like a 5-day break. It feels really weird. All right, go for it. I'm going to give you 8 minutes, 9 minutes, something like that. Try to finish all of these. The empty ones are the negative ones. So shaded is positive. Shaded means you have it. If it's empty, you're missing it. You're lacking it. It's negative. You can pull these up on the Chromebook to be able to see them real easy. Each problem has a clickable link. You're way ahead compared to what I see with your partners do. Let's make sure we're working together.
We did it. Yeah, it's that easy. Oh,
Be nice. Where did problem work? Look at
I said not a leader. See, I put my
so we're in problem. Problem 4 isn't really a problem to be solved. That's why it's not on the resource. What is there? You are an intelligent young man. You will be able to figure that out when you read what's there. Dark is in like evil?
Yeah. I know, right? You call me a flush, so. What?
By the way, we're going to random card to get some help to solve these. When we random card, I'm going to be looking for the simplified version of your expressions. Right, so to help us understand what we're doing, Jalen, do you have 3 done yet? I'm going to give you guys more time. I'm just asking for, do you have 3? Like,
I mean, not really.
okay. You're totally good. Keep going. I'm going to give you guys probably at least 4 more minutes.
I think I have it now.
Do you want to come up and write it up there? Under the maths, respectively. So just write the simplified version. If things disappeared, they don't.
Can I use green?
The green pen doesn't work, but you can write in green. Pick up a different pen, and then tap this, and then choose the color.
Okay. A is 5.
I think.
Since we have it on the resource page, that's your key. So we only have to draw them out. What do we think? Do we agree? Left side's x plus 6, right side x plus 2. Now, if the left side has 6 ones and the right side has 2 ones, which side is going to be bigger?
That side, the 6 side.
Ooh, the left side. So actually, this inequality symbol, we would actually want open to the left side. That's not helpful. So technically, we open to the left. Any questions on how we got that?
No.
I mean, you can't hide here. So I had to get a computer to do that stuff.
Wait. You knew they were there. Yeah.
On Saturday, we went up to Algebraic plus 3 assistants now. So then I went back on Sunday, played again, found 2 of them, and my friends found the third one. They went back to actually. from losing 3 to getting them all back.
Well, that's good.
Couple more minutes if you guys need.
Mr. Hudson,
Yes.
can you touch your nose to your, I mean your tongue to your nose?
Nope.
I can. Look.
Push it down her nose.
So in 6.4, if you're following through, it talked about removing tiles based off what?
Our computer's not even on.
What is happening here when we look at 6.4?
She's taking away.
What's the difference between this image and this image?
There's only ones on the right, the right one, and then there's X's.
So, I want you to write something in your notes for me, please.
She has that one, and she has something, and that one is the one she has, and she's removing those.
Write the word blah.
Oh,
Blah.
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 The blah property of
Is this a definition?
equality. Kind of. I mean, if you can call something using the word blah a definition. The blah definition of equality says that I can do whatever, insert whatever word you want here, add, subtract, multiply, divide, whatever, square root even if you want to do that.
Wow, that's
And as long as we do it to both regions, we're allowed to do it. So the blah property of equality could be addition, could be subtraction, could be multiplication, could anything that you can plug in here. As long as we do it on both sides, we're allowed to do it. Now, what's the difference between this mat, using the blah property of equality, using subtraction here, compared to this one? Because it's not taking things away from both sides there. Yeah?
You can't take away the one in the circle on the second one because there's no two negatives on the end.
So you're right. What are they actually taking away here? This is nothing happening because they're taking away nothing.
This is removing zeros.
Yes, exactly. Some of you guys don't read it. So when we do something with nothing, we can also do whatever we want. So this is where math starts to get really cool, and 7th graders like normally scoff at me when I say this, but where it becomes beautiful, like you can do anything as long as you follow certain rules. So if I do something with nothing, it doesn't matter. So over here, can I do something with nothing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put a positive and a negative 1 together and remove those. So really, this mat is 6, right? And this mat is 2. Which one's bigger?
This is.
Left side, right? Are we good to discuss the other ones? Are we done with the other ones on the worksheet?
Yeah. Wait, when did first do that?
Well, I just asked you if you were done.
Well, I didn't mean to say yes.
Well, you did.
Can I do C and B?
Maybe. Alana, do you have A for me in the simplified version?
Yeah.
What do you got there?
X plus 2.
X plus 2.
Oh, I got 5.
Because we have 3 negatives, we can merge up 3 positives with it, get rid of those. A positive and a negative x, get rid of those. Yep, I would agree. Wait a minute.
I did something wrong.
So left side, x plus 2, yeah? Are we agreed on that? Do you,
Oh, wait, never mind.
if we simplify, if we combine positives and negatives, if we get rid of those 0 pairs, right, that's what we have. We good?
Maybe. Okay.
What is the right side of that, Layla? X plus 3, after we got rid of the stuff we don't need.
Yeah.
And then, which inequality symbol do we put in there? Go ahead, Layla.
Oh.
Yeah, now be careful. Give me your eyes for a second. This is where being able to write it versus being able to say it can get a little hairy. So Layla just said the exact right thing, but the wrong thing. She said x plus 3 is greater than x plus 2. I agree. That's absolutely true. That symbol is not the greater than symbol.
No.
That symbol is less than because we read left to right. So what you said was true, but if we're naming the symbol, this is the less than symbol. Cool? So I 100% believe Layla had the right thing on her paper and said the right thing. Like, she said the right thing, but if we're naming that symbol, we're going to name it less than. Cool? I disagree. I hate that, by the way, just personal pride. I dislike that. I've never liked greater than and less than symbols. Just true confessions. Yeah. I mean, that's the only way that I know it, is the algorithm. Like, for real, I'm standing up here as a 29-year-old mathematician. I still think back to the algorithm.
29.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm being honest.
You were young.
All right, Aiden. Give me B then.
Okay.
B for boring. Okay.
Wait. B for.
B. What do we have on the left side? Like, left side. So Mat A, part B.
Oh, okay. So Mat A would be 6 plus X.
Plus
Wait.
X.
Oh, I'm on the wrong one. Oh my god, I'm sorry. Okay, sorry.
Joey, help me out with the left side here. Go ahead and simplify. Take your time. Left side of 5B. Negative 2x plus positive what? Because we have 6 up here.
Wait, how is it negative?
So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
No, but you have to put this 6 plus 2x.
So it's, yeah, it's 6. Be careful here. Or you can flip it around and have 6 plus negative 2x. Guys, you should be checking your papers. I'm worried that we might have some mistakes here. On the right side of that, do you have the right side simplified out? Okay, what do we have?
1 plus negative 2x.
1 plus negative. So both sides have negative 2x's on them. We can really just like not think about that because it's equal on both sides. So which is bigger, 6 or 1? 6.
Yeah, you got it wrong.
Questions on what we're doing here?
Whatever, I don't really care.
This is algebra. What you're doing is algebra.
I like
Now, back in the old days, so here, your parents and I got into a fight online over the weekend. Actually, no joke. I'll show you the video that compares. That is totally broken. That compares how we do multiplication now to how like your parents got taught multiplication. Also, what has changed is how we teach and like lay things out. Your parents had a class of straight up algebra. That's what the class was called. You don't. We merge things together now. But when you're like at home talking to your parents or whatever, you can say like, we're doing algebra now. Like if you want to be able to tell your parents what we're doing. Okay. I mean, pretty much. I mean, they're all right. Like the standards changed right about when I was in college. So even I had an algebra class. Like I took algebra, then I took geometry, then I took algebra 2, and then advanced math, something.
Was calculus hard in college?
Yes, so much so that I did not pass Calc 3 the first time through.
My dad didn't pass any of it.
I had to take Calc 3 twice. It's okay.
None of it.
Riley, for 5C, what do you have?
I have 2x plus 5 plus negative 2.
2x plus 5 plus negative 2. Well, let's go ahead and simplify then.
Okay, it's 2x plus 3.
2x plus 3 once we simplify. On the right side, you want to keep going?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
2x plus 4 plus negative 1.
So then simplified.
2x plus 3.
So wait a minute.
It's equal.
This one is actually equal here. Check that you found that C was equal. Are we good? Like, there's a lot of chatter. I just want to make sure we're.
She's saying she was right, but she was wrong.
Ethan, what about D?
Negative x plus 4. Remember?
And right side?
Negative x plus 2.
So if both sides have a negative x, we can essentially ignore them compare the 4 and the 2, which side's bigger? Yep. The 4. And then in E and F, we were asked to draw and or represent this somehow. Now, we just want to simplify this down. 3x minus 4 minus 2. 3 times x minus 1.
Can I draw it? How would it do that?
Madison, were you able to simplify this out a little bit? You're good. You're totally good. Brody, do you have this one done yet?
I have E done.
So what do we end up with on the left side for E?
I got put 3x tiles and then 6 negative tiles.
Yeah, 3 x tiles. Now the thing about the x tiles is they should be shaded. So if we draw those 3 x tiles, these get shading, and you can just do it pretty quick. Then for the negative 6, those are open.
Those are 6? Why did they put them together?
Well, you could. Yeah, you could draw them together. Then the right side, this is where it gets tricky. And then volunteers for what we end up with on the right side. Okay. Adrian?
3x plus -3.
Yeah, this distributes, and it essentially says we have 3 groups of x and -1. So Adrian, absolutely correct. We have 3 of the x's shaded, of course. And 3 of the -1s, so empty again. Which side's bigger then? Mat B is actually bigger because it has less negative. Right, Mat B is actually bigger, so we use the less than symbol. Question?
No, thank you.
Have we gotten to F, or do we need to know?
I got into F.
You got it. Sophia, do you want to help me out then?
No, not really.
Oh.
I will help.
Yes, Natalie, what's up? What do you have for F?
Oh, okay, so I have 5 x tiles
Okay.
and then 3 negative x tiles.
Okay. Now I'm lazy, so I don't want to do
Yeah,
that.
so you could just do
Oh,
2
wow.
x tiles.
So if I put these together, we really just have 2 x's.
Wait, those things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those, because a -3 and a +5, and yes, we get +2. And then 5 1 tiles. And then the right side, what do we end up with over there? Yeah.
1 x squared.
No.
2x plus 1. 2x squared plus 1x. Oh, like there's 2x squared, but like 1 is negative.
0 x squared.
There's no x squares, right?
Yeah, that's what
Because if there's a positive, but don't tell me to draw it if I don't have to. I have a positive and a negative. These are going to cancel. So I really just have 2 x's. And a 1. So which side's bigger? Mat A, right? Because it's got more +1 tiles. Questions on that work? Yes.
If I'm correct, we have 10 minutes, right?
If you're correct, what?
We have 10 minutes.
What does that have to do with anything?
I was just confused.
What do you mean you're confused?
My brain is like arguing against math class anymore.
Your brain is arguing against math class.
Right?
Wait.
So, this is your reminder here in the math notes box of what gets what name. Now, if I'm being honest, as long as you can write it, that's what matters most. But you do want to be able to discuss this accurately. So while I will readily tell you, I hate those symbols. I just genuinely don't like them. My brain never loved them. You need to know them. So please put the attention into using that correctly. Now, the last thing I want to do, everyone driving a computer, go to Schoology. Go to Schoology.
Oh! Today's
my day.
Today's your day. Go to Schoology. So easiest way to get to Schoology, honestly, go to Phoenix and click Schoology. Because it will take you to the Phoenix Schoology page.
I'm so excited.
Because we have our unique class, or our unique school login page. Once you're in Schoology, courses, you've had a math class existing here the entire year, and we haven't done anything with it. Because CPM has all of its own awesome resources. So I am in the process of building up our math class, and you'll see these you won't be able to see because they're hidden from you right now. We're in Chapter 6, so Chapter 6 is live. If you're not driving the computer, you might just want to watch up here. If I click into Chapter 6, there are 2 vital important, one kind of math. This is all the resource pages in the entire chapter, even the ones I don't give you guys, because we don't print every resource page. So today, if we weren't using computers and we were using algebra tiles, we would have had this expression mat, but I didn't because I don't want to waste paper. You have this, and then the back of it is tomorrow's resource page. Please don't lose that. Like, throw your name on it right now, if you would, maybe, please. Then if I go back to my Chapter 6 page, selected answers. I'm going to keep Ava waiting. Selected answers. Now, guys, I am trusting you here. Give me your eyes. I am trusting you here. But what this means is if you turn in homework that is just answers, it will not count. Okay? So the document that I have in here is all of the answers for our Chapter 6 homework. The link for homework help is here, so before you go straight to the answers, go to homework help first. But then, if you want to see the answers,
You're just hurting yourself.
exactly.
You're not even
Because, here's the deal. It's not about, did you get the right answer? It's about, do you understand how you got there? So guys, this is also why I held off until this point to do this. This is mastery. If you care about what you know, that's why I can just put the answers in front of you. Because you should be able to check your answers and verify, did I do this correctly? And what this really needs to be used for is if you can't figure out how 6-6 is what it is, what should you do?
Let's do like reflect on what you did wrong.
Yeah, ask me. Right? If you can't figure out how to get the answer they have, that's the issue. The issue isn't that the answer's wrong. I don't care if your answer's wrong. I care if you understand how you got there. You could actually have a wrong answer, and if your whole process is right, it's fine. Like, on a test, I will give you credit if your process is right. So then, the other very helpful thing, and by the way, this scrolls, it has all of them, so, like, don't just start looking through it. The temptation will be too much. Math chat. Check this out. I believe you've used discussion boards in other classes already. However, so this is all intentional, and I will delete these here in a minute, after this afternoon. But I wanted to use this as an example. So I had Joey come in here and write a comment, right? So then it immediately, just so you're aware, pings my phone as soon as Joey wrote the comment. So then I put on here to clarify, yes, this is for example purposes. I told Joey to do that. Don't do that. Just comment, first comment, because that's annoying because it pings my phone. So then I wanted Ava to show how you can respond to a response. So no, she's not responding to Joey. She's responding to me because she clicked reply under my response. If she wanted to reply to Joey, she would need to click reply under his, which then Joey comes down here and responds to his initial post, and that's why it bumps it back to the left. So you can see, I don't know if you've been in online chat rooms or things like this, but as you respond to a response, it bumps you over. So we had Sophia jump in here too and comment to Ava's comment, reply to her reply.
I don't care.
So that is our math chat discussion board.
That's what I spelled at AWESON.
Hey. So, here's the point. This is for math. This is not who wants to go to the movies this weekend. You guys have all of your own social media, text, whatever. Do that off of here. This is school controlled. It is under the umbrella of school. Be responsible with your choices on here. Okay? We have in the past had discussion threads go off the rails and kids end up in the principal's office about something that happened on Schoology.
Oh wow.
Because for some reason, when you guys are on computers, you have this like false sense of security, and you think you can just like spout off some nonsense, and like, no, you're gonna get caught. We know who it is, even if you change your username and like we know, it's easy to track down. So don't think you're gonna outsmart anything. This is for math. So please, if you have issues, if you want to like say over the snow days, whatever, if you want to say, hey, does anyone want to meet up at the library and work on math homework? What like that's what this is for. Okay, asking questions, organizing things. Or even like, hey, can somebody help me at AO? Like, I can't figure this out. Like, you can arrange how to do that on here.
Can you talk to face-to-face though?
Yeah, but maybe they don't know who to ask. They don't know who feels really confident with this material. So maybe Aiden knows that with Ava, they just talk and laugh the whole time. So he's not going to ask Ava for help. So maybe Aiden goes on and says, hey, I'm looking to do homework with somebody. Anyone want to do homework at extensions? And you guys plan it out. And you
didn't know that?
What?
Everybody's like, no, don't your friend do homework.
Oh yeah.
All year I've been encouraging, do work together. The only thing you can't do together are individual assessments. That's it. That's the only thing you can't do together. I spent a lot of time doing math with other people. And like that's how you learn. So we got 5 minutes left. You guys can work on your homework for tonight. I will put it up. Please get rid of your Chromebooks in the next 5 minutes.